Hey, what's up y'all? Happy New Year. My name is Ramona Wright and I'm an integrative wellness and life coach. And today I'm going to be talking about the importance of vision and creating vision boards. And I have 7 steps to help you create your vision board and make your visions actually become a reality. One of the first things that I wanted to talk about is the importance of reflection. We spend a lot of time thinking about the future, but we don't spend a lot of time reflecting on where we've come from. 2016 was a really challenging year for many people, but I'm sure that there's at least one thing that we all can say we're grateful for. And so one of the first steps to having a great vision board is actually taking time to reflect. And I'd love for you all to just think about one thing that was a blessing in 2016 that you can say that you're grateful for. And if you'd like, you can also share it with me at Ms. Wright Says #CountYourBlessingsChallenge. I'd love to know some of the things that you're grateful for from 2016. Another thing to think about are areas of opportunity. What are things that you're most proud of that happened in 2016? What are some lessons learned? I don't really believe in failure, I really believe in feedback. And what are some feedback that maybe you got from some of the choices that you made that might help you change your behavior or move forward in 2017 and also might influence what you put on your vision board? Step 2 is defining the vision. Define the vision. What do you want to see? Where do you want to go? How are you going to get there? It's so important to have a vision for your life. And oftentimes, I like to think about your vision as if you were going to be getting into a car with a friend. They come and pick you up and they say, yo, we're going to go on a boat today. We're going to drive to the shore. You're going to get on a boat with me, but I don't know where we're going. Would you actually get in the boat with that friend, even if you trusted them with your life? Probably not. So I really like to encourage all of us to think about being the captain of our ship, that our life has to have a vision. And in order to create a vision plan, you have to know where you're going. Take some time to think about the grand vision for your life. And if you need a little help, a really great resource is in a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. In there you can find your statement of purpose, or a personal mission statement, or a vision statement. I like to think about Steve Jobs and what was his vision for Apple? That potentially one day there'd be an Apple device in every home, or that Apple could change the world in some way with their computers. And think about how the iPhone, this little device here, has changed all of our worlds, especially around justice, right? The police brutality, the opportunities to capture moments that are very near and dear to us. Our lives have changed because of this one device. And so think about, what is that vision that you have for yourself that maybe, even if it doesn't change the world, can change your world and the people around you. Don't be afraid to think big, and if you can think it, you can achieve it. Step 3, what's your why? Why do you want what you want on your vision board, right? We get the magazines, we open them up, we look at the homes, the cars, the money, the bling, right? Check out my bling. We think about the places and spaces that we want to be in the new year. But I think sometimes we don't ask ourselves, why do I want this? And what are our motivations? Ask yourself before you pick up those scissors and you start clipping, what's my motivation? And is my motivation inspired by the Spirit, the Holy Spirit in me? Is my motivation inspired by society, or is it inspired by self? What's your why? A really great resource to help you with what's your why is a website called Start With Why by Simon Sinek. He's a writer and an author and a speaker. And it can really help you figure out, what's my motivation? Why am I clipping out all these images that I'm going to put on my vision board? Step 4, get real about your priorities. We often think about what we want and what we would like to have on our vision board, the grand vision, those really, really great things, but we also don't think about, what do we need? What do we have to have in order to actually make those dreams and visions come true? And oftentimes we don't put on our priorities. So perhaps you want to ask yourself, if I want to buy a house, what is it that I'm going to need to make a priority to purchase that home? Maybe I need to create a savings plan. Maybe I need to work on my credit. So clip out a little savings image that will remind you that you can put next to the image of your house, that I also need to put on my priorities on the vision board so that I actually can make the dream happen. Step 5, be intentional and be committed. I've once heard someone say that there is a difference between being interested in something and being committed to something. So many times in the new year we talk about resolutions and what we want to achieve versus what we will do. So I'm encouraging you all to think about your intentions and be committed to them. And think about it, from an old school grandma perspective. There's a young man coming to visit the granddaughter, and her first question is, "What are your intentions with my grandbaby?" You have to think about yourself in the same way. What are your intentions for yourself? What are you willing to do? What will you or won't you do? Or like Yoda says, do or don't do, there is no try. So as you think about your goals for 2017, writing 1 to 3 of your goals and priorities, in addition to that, consider writing goals for each of your body systems. There's 4 of them. Did you know that? Your mental, your spiritual, your physical, and emotional body systems. And you have to think to yourself, what sense does it make to maybe become very successful financially, but your health is failing? Or maybe you've got that great relationship with that significant other, but your spiritual relationship is failing with the higher power. So just think about one goal, each of your body systems, so that you can achieve ultimately balance and wellness, which is what I preach every day as an integrative wellness and life coach. Step 6, squad goals. What are they? Do you have a squad? I like to think of your squad as people who have your back, will tell you about yourself if you need a kick in the pants, but they also want to see you win. So, first of all, do a little reflection and think about who in 2016 deserves a big thank you. Who do you want to bring into 2017? And who do you want to say bye and leave in 2016? As you think about your squad, choose wisely. You can't tell your business to everyone. Not everybody can support your grand vision. So think about those people who are actually going in the same direction that you're going in. Maybe you're already where you want to be and doing what you want to do. And finally, as you think about your squad, don't just choose people who are just like you. Think about diversifying your network. Reach out to people who are more mature, who might be a little younger, men and women, people from different industries. You might learn something that you didn't know by connecting with people from different backgrounds. And finally, step 7, give to receive. When was the last time that you actually put on your vision board how you wanted to give, how you wanted to be of service, what you wanted to do to make a difference in someone's life? So I encourage you to consider adding one vision on your vision board that will allow you to give back in some way. I guarantee you the rewards will be bountiful and you won't regret it. Of course, the things that we put on our vision board are things that we want, things that we feel we deserve. But guess what? The Latin meaning of deserve is to serve. So think about it. How are you serving in 2017? I'm Ramona Wright, and you can follow me at Ms. Wright Says or check me out at MsWrightSays.com. I'd be happy to support you in your journey to an amazing 2017.